Yeah, why I don't debate Christians or Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, for all you Christians out there, Jehovah's Witnesses are Christian, just like Catholics don't think Protestants are real Christians. Most Christians don't think Mormons are real Christians. Mormons think they're real Christians. Jehovah's Witnesses are really Christian. Yeah. The reason why I don't debate Christians or Jehovah's Witnesses, which are the same thing, just different variations. It's whatever contradiction in the Bible you follow, because the Bible is so full of contradictions, is because the brain, when it has a cherished religious belief that gives the brain comfort, a future, a hope, even if it's not true, that belief, the brain finds it comforting, because we evolved religion to help us cope and survive. Without the religion, the human species may have died out from despair of the reality of death. So when truthful information enters the brain will reject the truthful information because the religious belief gives the brain comfort, and the brain seeks comfort. It doesn't really seek knowledge. So it would rather have a delusional lie that's comforting than a cold, hard truth. Now, there is no historical record for Jesus, except for Josephus, who was born in the year 37 CE, 4 years after Jesus died. He wrote in the 60s that Jesus was, the Messiah and everything. But a lot of Bible scholars think that is actually a forgery, and Josephus was a Jewish historian. He wouldn't have been a Christian, and they reckon that was added, and a lot of Bible scholars say Josephus' record of Jesus is a forgery. And also Tacitus, who writes in the 2nd century, he doesn't talk about Jesus, he talks about Christians. Yeah? But besides that, there is no historical record for Jesus in the 1st century. Jesus didn't write anything, there's nothing. But when you tell a Christian or a Jehovah's Witness that, I bumped into a Jehovah's Witness the other day window cleaning, and when he found out I was an atheist, I explained why. He didn't want to know. I gave him information about evolution and how there's no historical record for Jesus. The information goes in the brain, and the brain rejects the truth, the true information, because the brain finds comfort in religion. So people find comfort in religious beliefs. My wife is still a Jehovah's Witness and probably always will be. It doesn't matter what information I present to my wife, Jehovah's Witness, the Jehovah's Witness belief and religion gives her comfort, so the brain will attack and reject any true information. And it's the same with Christians and Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, Catholics, and they're all Christians, even though they think they're the right ones and all the others aren't really Christians, but you are all Christians. So the brain, cognitive dissonance, is when the brain rejects facts, because the brain is all about comfort, not about knowledge and truth. So we'd rather have a delusional lie than a cold, hard truth. Thanks again. Thanks for listening to my video. Bye then.